Street-style video games became popular in the mid-2000s, with your yearly sports titles being part of that rise, but also racing games as a whole took a little shift in that direction, focusing more on street races than actual circuits. So today it's time to rev up your engines as we take a look at one of these racing games. Juiced is a street racing game. It released on mobiles in May of 2005 and then released on the PlayStation 2 and Xbox in June of the same year. The footage you're seeing is of the PlayStation 2 version, but this release nearly didn't happen. Original publishers Acclaim were set to have this released in 2004, however they filed for bankruptcy and it was then picked up by THQ, who funded the project for a further 6 months before its eventual release. In Juiced, you can customise your car and race around the fictional Angel City, which is based on Los Angeles. It's split into 8 different regions, each with their own regional leader. You'll regularly come across these in the game's career, where you can also customise your car, unlock new parts, bet against opposition crew leaders, gain experience and respect, as well as create your own crew. The career is actually quite in depth for a game of its time, and it takes elements from Need for Speed as well as Gran Turismo. However, this mode is also where the game shows its age. There's no cutscenes, plot or any actual story, bar racing against those AIs and earning their respect. There's a total of 52 licensed cars in the game from various manufacturers, and you can drive every single one of them. Of course, like all racing games, they are categorised by not only their region but also their performance class. There's various different types of races as well, your standard circuit, point-to-point and sprint races, as well as a show-off race, which is a timed event where you do as many skills as possible to score points. Outside of career, you also had an arcade mode. You can also create your own races in custom race, multiplayer, and yes, Juiced was one of the PS2 titles that you could play online. The controls are the same as pretty much every single standard racing game, but it does feature a nitro boost in case you want to go that little bit faster. In terms of customization options, there are plenty. You can of course change the colour of your car, but there's also quite a lot of car parts. There's a couple of options to choose from as well as a prototype model. You can unlock this by gaining respect from the relevant crews. With this customization, you can just increase your car's performance to make it that little bit better, or just simply make it stand out from the crowd. At one point, Juiced was top of the UK gaming chart, albeit briefly, and it did score mixed to average reviews from the critics. And it also had quite a controversial marketing advert that did go viral. Here's what I think. The game was popular for a short time. Popular enough to get a sequel, which in my opinion wasn't as great. If you've not played it before or you're not really into racing games, go and seek out a copy and give this a go, because I think it's one that even a casual racing fan will enjoy. Is Juiced a game you remember? If it was, what are your opinions of it? Let me know in the comments below, and if you like these look backs at some older, sometimes less remembered video games, then stay tuned to the channel because there'll be plenty more of them coming soon.